Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So I have a very powerful video that I'm going to be sharing with you all. As a matter of fact, it was shared with me. And guess what, y'all? Guess what? It is so powerful that I know that it's going to anger some black men. This is an elder black man saying this. So if you want to get upset, don't get upset with us. We're just the messenger sharing the message that was already shared. So anyway, thank you to the viewer who shared this clip with me. I want you all to listen. As a matter of fact, the guy who did the video, he is actually telling everyone to share this because his words are some very good advice for young women. And it's important that they get this because if you don't get it, it could mean your life, literally. We're living in some tough times. And with all that's going on, with the femicide that's going on, you better pay attention to this advice, listen to it, and take heed. Anyway, here is the video clip, and of course, you know, I will be right back.
Ladies, I want you to repeat this affirmation after me. I will not. I will not date unhealed. I will not date anyone that's not healed. I will not lower my standards. I will not date anyone who's not a God-fearing man. I will not move my boundaries. I will not negotiate my non-negotiables. I will not date anyone who doesn't have a vision and a dream for their life. I will not date anyone who doesn't know their purpose. I will not date in a rush. I will not date unless I pray and make sure this is the will of God. I will not date a man who can't respect me. I will not date a man who cannot support me. I will not date a man who can't help provide for me. I will not date a man who can't pray for me. I will not date a man who cannot put as much into the relationship as I put into it. I will not date a man who don't see marriage as the end goal. I will not date the wrong one. Share this with some other ladies, and I want you to post this so that they know what you won't date. Put it in the bottom in the comments. I will not. Go with God.
Okay, now listen up, young ladies. That is some advice to live by. I love the part where he said, don't mess with no man who don't fear the Most High. And one who doesn't love the Most High is very important as well. I'm telling you, this is some really good advice. If a person doesn't fear the Most High, they are capable of anything. Now, for those brothers who might get upset with the elder saying these things, you might feel triggered thinking that all the blame is being pointed at you. See, the difference is, I want you to understand why younger men get triggered by these things. They don't understand what older men understand. These older elders, they believe that the man is the head, really. And so they feel that the responsibility of the community falls on the man. That if the community is in shambles, then that falls on the man. But younger generations, they want to try to put it on the women as if the women were so powerful that they were able to just destroy the whole community and the men had nothing to do with it. They don't want to look at the root causes of things. Headship was given to men. Headship is supposed to be maintained by men. Right? So elders can see this. This is why they're telling the young women, look out, be careful, because what happens if a young woman gets with a man who is not, basically what he's saying, eligible to be a husband, then this is what's going to assist with creating havoc in the community, because they're going to procreate with these men who don't have a vision, don't have a dream, no goals, no income, no means to do anything, right? No righteousness, no fear of Yah. If you get with a man like that and you produce children, many times those children will be affected by your choice, young ladies, okay? Your choice. You have to understand the greater responsibility for raising the children typically falls on the woman. Because she's the one who gives birth to the children. But making those children, although a lot of men try to put the responsibility on the woman to say, well, you should have did this, or you should have chose better, and all this, that, and the third, while at the same time completely not even dealing with the fact that there are a lot of very irresponsible men out here making babies. We all know what it takes to make a baby. We all know. First of all, if you were doing according to the word and the will of the Most High, you wouldn't even be sleeping with anyone to where a baby could even result if people were just doing what the Bible said, right? But since that's not happening, young women, this elder here gave you some advice to live by. Stop letting any man ride you off into the sunset and he have no intentions of marrying you. That's why the elder said, if marriage is not the end goal, what are we even talking about? If you don't see that man as a potential husband, why are you even wasting your time? If you don't see him as a good father or a good husband, why waste your time? If you don't feel like this man is capable of taking care of you and your family and all of this, why waste your time? You don't owe anyone the benefit of the doubt. And that line where a piece of man is better than no man at all, that's old and worn out. And it's not your job to fix anyone. It's not your job. Usually what happens, and I'm telling the truth, and I know a lot of people are going to be triggered by this. Usually what happens is a young woman who may have had good intentions, wanted to be a good wife, this, that, and the third. She gets drugged down into the gutter by some dude that she connects with. And then she has a tough time recovering, if she recovers at all. Many times these young women are left in the gutters with no hope, seemingly, because they chose to allow someone to get into their ear first and then into their pants. So anyway, what the elder said was so true. He said, go with God. Don't lower your standards. I don't care what he says. And make sure, I'm going to add this to what the elder said. Make sure that this person have real goals and dreams and not just talking to get in your pants. Not just pretending. Make sure all of it is real. You don't want to get hooked up with no great pretender, because that can be just as disastrous. Thinking and expecting one thing but getting something else. Anybody who's triggered by this, that's your problem. Any man who's triggered by this, ask yourself, would you want your daughters to be with the kind of man that you are? Huh? If you ain't sure about that one, then don't get triggered by this elder's video. If you're not sure about that, okay, I rest my case on this one. Share your thoughts in the comment section. As always, keep it tight and keep it right. But until the next live or the next video, stay prayed up. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.